Hey guys, Jordan B here. The people wanted me to do a more in-depth explanation as to the Tiger Knee EX Flip mix-up I did the other day. It's gonna look like this. Something like that. So that's what I'm gonna tell you about. If you don't care about any of their stuff and you just want to see how to do the actual mix-up, I'll put a timestamp, but it's probably gonna be towards the end of the video. But we're gonna start small. I want to talk about EX Flip itself first. So Trunks' EX Flip can be steered in 4 directions and has a neutral input. So you have the neutral right here, where you just do quarter circle back heavy, and you go the set distance. You have where you hold down after, and you'll cut your distance short. So for example, if I were to do, you see how far I go there, and then I hold down. Also, there's an up version, which is new to Season 3. This is important. We're going to talk about that later. Keep that in mind. And then you have the left and right. You can steer it either way. You can also steer back and forth in the air, which is pretty important too. It's basically his best mix-up tool for left-right. Trunks doesn't really have a low 2L, so for him it's more like pick a side, and you want to end up left-right. So now that you know about the actual flip itself, pretty self-explanatory, let's talk about what I mean when I say Tiger Knee. So in most games nowadays, what they mean by Tiger Knee is getting the fastest version of an air normal that you can, instead of having to do the full jump. So perfect example here is Bardock. His quarter circle forward, or 236M, has the ground version where he goes up, and the air version where he comes down. So traditionally I would just do 236 here, and if you want to do it as fast as you can, you could pump it out, but as you see, I'm still pretty high off the ground here. So an easier way to do this is to end the actual input itself right here in any form of up. Usually for something like this, it's going to be up forward though, and you just wait a little second and then you press the button, so it's going to look like this. As you see, I'm getting the air lariat basically right off the ground. And the same can be said for Trunks' flip. As you saw before, you have the normal version and the air version, which is much faster. You want to get that air version right off the ground, so it'll look like this. And if you mess up, you might get one of these options. You'll go flying up, you'll do a jump back heavy, you'll get the regular EX flip. So I'm going to talk about certain mistakes that happen like those and how to fix them. So if you're getting the jump back heavy there, you're not really doing the input clean enough. That, you're basically doing like a half circle, as you can see from the little stick on the bottom left. You're doing this. You don't want to be doing that. You want to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously my inputs aren't going to look as clean, but just try to, I'm going to see if I can get it. See, even I mess up there. Whoops. There you go, that's it. As you see, I didn't even get up back there on the little stick. I'm trying to right there. If you happen to get up or up forward, doesn't really matter as long as you just get it up there. And then you can steer that from there. If you're getting the regular EX flip, like this, excuse me, you are doing it too early. So you want to wait a little bit longer. So it probably looks something like this. And the same could be said about getting the up version here. So what you'd want to do in this situation is input it, wait a split second longer than you think, and then press the heavy and let go of up forward, so it'll look like this. As you see there, I did the quarter circle back. I waited a little bit till I was off the ground, then I pressed the heavy, and then I just, whoops. Oh man. There you go, and then I just let it go. So, this takes me to probably the most important things to know about Trunks' EX flip. Steering and timing. Trunks' mix-ups aren't super easy, but they're definitely not as intimidating as people make them out to be. So for example, say I want to go for, it could be a little fake mix-up here, but we're just going to do a little left-right with a Bardock assist here. So I have one side there, and the other side there. If you paid attention there, you'll notice the only thing I did after the EX flip was I tapped this. I held towards the wall. If I do the EX flip and I just hold towards the wall the entire time, I stay right here. If I wait until I'm just about over their head though, and then I just tap it, well, a little too soon, I end up on this side. The same could be said about the Tiger Knee flip. So I'm going to try to be right in front of him, and then I'm going to cross him up on this side, and then I'm going to land on the same side with the Tiger Knee here. So let's see if I can get it. That's one side. It's the same side. Oh man, I'm just getting one side. Whoops, I got a little mess up there. There you go, the other side. So you can get both of them, and with the Tiger Knee, it's the same thing as in the corner. After I do the actual Tiger Knee flip itself, I'm only pressing one direction, and that, in this case, is back, and it's a timing thing. It depends, because if I press back earlier, I will end up on the same side. Let's see. Well, that was a little too late, but you get the point. I'll end up on cross-up, or I will end up on the same side. So it's all about timing, and once you figure out the timing, for any of your mix-ups, they become super potent, and they can become somewhat consistent. So, for example, something like this. Whoops, messed up there. I can end up on this side, or I can end up on this side. Something like that. Now, I have one last thing I want to talk about before we finally get to the actual Tiger Knee flip mix-up itself, and that's your assist choice. Super important for Tiger Knee flip mix. You want a assist that has high block stun, or if you don't know, something that just basically keeps you blocking for a while. Usually, if you have the little frame advantage on there, you see kind of by Trunks' hair, you want something that says about 40. So, for example, Bardock B assist here has 46, and Kid Buu here has 58. So these are both perfect. If I were to try doing the Tiger Knee flip mix-up with a lower block stun assist, let's use Bardock's A assist, for example. And then I go to my enemy settings, and I set my opponent to counterattack with their light button, their fastest button right here. And I try to do the mix-up. First off, it's not going to work, and if I try to go for a setup that I would usually go for, let's see. He blocked, I couldn't even do anything. So, that's why you want a higher block stun assist. Basically, it's really important because you don't want them to be able to down heavy you because you are in the air, and that's your anti-air move. You don't want them to be able to mash their light button. You basically want it so that the second they block your assist, they should be stuck there, and they should be ready to guess. So if I go back to Bardock B assist here, he can't do anything. Like, notice I'll set him to do his fastest move again. Watch how long it takes before he can even jab me. See? So if I were to do something like that, I'm gonna do my EX flip. So that's something to take note of. You want to realize, now that we're here, we can probably talk about the actual mix-up itself. There is something you should take note of, though, when you're going for it. You don't want to be as fast as you can, because I have a recording set up here of Trunks doing the actual Tiger Knee flip mix-up I'm going to show you in a second. One of them is going to be him crossing me up, and the other is going to be him staying the same side. The only catch is, he's going to do it as fast as he can. While I'm blocking, am literally just going to let go of my controller. So, letting go here. Weird, the game blocked it for me. If I set it to the other one now, letting go of my stick, this isn't a mix-up. Because when you're in block stun like this, this game has what's known as cross-up protection. So if he's in block stun here, and I cross him up, or if I do this and I go this side, and it's blocked, the game blocks it for you. So there's no mix-up there. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to call your assist, and then wait just a tad bit before going for the EX flip. There's a couple setups I usually recommend going for it off of. The most common one you're going to be seeing is auto combo. So light, light, light into change the future feint. Change the future being this move here. It's his quarter circle back or 214S. If you just hold it, you'll feint it. So you'll want to do the full auto combo, feint, and on that third hit of auto combo, usually it depends on the assist. Kid Buu, it'll be the first one into feint. Or Bardock here, I'm going to do on the third hit. Whoops, a little too late. That's what's going to set it up. Because now that I'm right here, if I get that Tiger Knee perfectly right, I can pick if I want to be on this side or if I want to be on this side. So, I'll show you what the actual mix-up itself would look like. It would be something like this. Whoops, not like that. It'd be like that. And as you see, he wasn't blocking there. The game didn't block for him. So that's an actual guaranteed left-right mix-up. With Kid Buu, the one that you saw, there's two setups I would do. I would either do my jab or 5L plus Kid Buu into the whole auto combo and hold change the future and do the mix-up there. Whoops. There you go. Or I would do your usual string, you know, light, light, medium, medium if you want, and then I do heavy. Right after heavy, I call Kid Buu. I would do my down heavy, and then I would hold change the future. So it would look like this. And then I hold that feint, and then I'm right back there. So, you'll get used to the timing and learn it as you keep trying. Once again, just remember, it's literally, you do it, and then, whoops, and you just tap back. And it just depends on when you tap back. You'll end up on either that side, or you'll end up back on this side. So yeah, that's all I've got for this one. If you have any more questions, please feel free to let me know, or if you don't understand any part of it. I'm going to shamelessly plug myself here at the end, though. If you want, you can add me on PSN. It's JAB0516. You could follow me on Twitter. That's at JordanB_FGC, or you can catch me on Twitch. It's J0RDAN_B, where I'm going to start trying to stream more. Thanks, and peace out, guys.